as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one. So they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Check. Know your job.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Carson, who is a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, has picked up the pace this year after a slow start. 3 straight 100-yard games. Most recently, Week 6, 124 yards and the game-winning score in the 4-point win over Cleveland on the road. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone in the Thursday night win over the Rams in Week 5. My goodness, that was incredible. In fact, the advanced metrics called it the most improbable catch in the NFL in the last 2 years. And if for some reason you missed it, look it up. Pretty impressive. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He's got Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Here's Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, but it'll be second down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Slam. Alert flat.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And his pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks. but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Rush in, rush in. One left, 36, 36. Deuce, 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 deuce. One left, one left.
To throw is Wilson on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
90, Wolf. Not today, Mark. Not today. Five.
On second and 15 now. Stanton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Speaking of Disley, I'm not sure that the Seahawks really knew what they had in this guy. In his second year now out of the University of Washington. If you remember back to his rookie season, a knee injury really cost him most of that year. But he has come back to be a huge part of the Seahawk offense, catching 4 touchdown passes in Seattle's first 5 games. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they come up now second and goal. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. After the interception, here's Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, solid.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready, get ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw, and he finds Seals Jones complete. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give